Hey, everybody.
What's up?
We got a whole bunch of sporting news. Let's go.
And it will continue to be pushed around.
Who I think the three best offensive linemen.
Are we talking head coach? Are we talking GM?
Big shout out to homeboy JT Tracy.
They haven't beat anybody good.
We don't buy jerseys anymore.
I'm Green Bay, so I hate both of them.
That's to really make. Well, I'm Green Bay, so I hate both of them. They're all good sound bites. You know, it's Tuesday night. You know, we're live on the Real Fresh channel and College Sportscast, the only places to be for the Fresh Take Sports podcast. With me, How Fresh, and the biggest Lucas, Big Luke.
Hey, what's up? How are you doing?
Oh, good, man. Good.
It's your weekend. It's your weekend.
I'm having some beef jerky nuggets and some Monster, you know.
Nice. That actually sounds good.
Sounds good, man.
That sounds good.
There was way too much to tease, to be honest. So hopefully you guys read the title. But basically, we got NBA Finals plus news, NHL Finals plus news, and then we got all kinds of crazy NFL stuff and MLB stuff. We're going all across the nation, baby, on this episode.
Oh yeah. We got a lot. A few stories.
Few stories. Well, let's start with I got the NBA here first, man. NBA Finals. Oklahoma City Thunder, Indiana Pacers tied 1-1. Man, okay. I didn't check in with you, you know, how much you watched live per se, but in game one, the Pacers won by 1 point, 111-110, in a game in which they led for 0.3 seconds.
Yeah.
They had 6 people hit, is it double digits or 20 points? Something crazy like that.
20 points?
Double digits.
Okay, so 10. All right. Okay. What? That's
that'd
crazy.
be 120 points right there.
Yeah, that's a lot of points.
Double digits, I'm sorry. And then the second game, whole nother story. Thunder just, you know, the SGA show, basically, man, 123-107. And the thing was, the Pacers played the same game. They had even more players hit double digits. But it's kind of like the Pacers have perhaps a little bit of a higher floor, but the ceiling of the Thunder, like, the Pacers will never see.
Yeah, I'm still liking OKC in this. I thought that second game, they came out and looked like the OKC that we were expecting. A little too close in that first game, and Tyrese Haliburton's done that a few times down the stretch here, and it's worked for them, that last second stuff. But yeah, I think the second game was more indicative of the OKC that should see, and it was pretty much a lock, basically. Early on.
I got to pause on Haliburton for a moment, man. Can I say I'm not sold on Haliburton? Very inconsistent. He doesn't get that many stats.
He does from game to game. It'll fluctuate.
He's overhyped because he's made a few clutch shots.
Yeah, I think a cog in that system. I don't think he's a superstar. He's not an SGA in my eyes.
No, and I don't even think he's half.
He's definitely half. but he's
I bet you his stats are about half.
Yeah, he fluctuates a little bit. He doesn't average a ton of points.
I was looking at his stats game by game, man. He's so inconsistent.
Yeah, he is, but he comes out to play, and it works, and he's the leader of that team, I think.
I mean, I'll take him on the Raptors. You know.
I take him on the Raptors. So
but I just think he's made a few clutch shots at obviously key moments, but I feel like those are just like a handful of shots in an overall average performance.
Okay, that's fair. Okay,
cool. Good performance. Good performance.
He has to be the guy, along with several of those other more elite scorers for the Pacers being the guy to putting up their 15 to 20 a game. They need that from everybody basically and they have a number of guys who can do that. Right. But he's going to be one of those guys. I still don't think it'll matter at the end of the day. I think OKC righted the ship in game 2. I'm pretty set on our pick.
Oh, yeah. And we even said 5, and I'm sticking with it.
Yeah, and Wiggins, who I didn't even mention, showed up and shot the lights out. I think he had 5 or 6 threes. Like, he was playing terrific. So it could be anybody any given night, and it's always SGA is one of the guys, and then somebody takes it. Yeah, it's just a wicked team.
He's 30, I feel like.
He's just a beast, man. That guy he averaged 30 the past few years, so he's a beast.
Yeah, it's like 38, 43, and I'm just like, man, where do you even see numbers like that?
Yeah, no, he's just terrific. And he's got a sweet little mid-range game that's working, and he obviously gets to the line, as we all know, pretty well. And it works. And that team around him is awesome. I think they might even beat the Pacers without him.
Yeah, you're probably right. All right, where are we going here now? Let's stay with the NBA. Let's go to the New York Knicks, firing their head coach, Tom Thibodeau. So after a playoff departure on behalf of the Pacers, the Knicks fire head coach, Tom Thibodeau. Now, I'm glad to have you here, man, for stories like these. I need your NBA knowledge. I was looking at it, investigating history, if you will. So the last 3 seasons, their record improved every year, and they made the playoffs every year, and they won at least 1 round every year, including 2 rounds this year. So, I mean, it seems a little bit of impatience to me as not a super NBA head, but then I'm also hearing that it's widely accepted he's been outcoached. So I really want to hear your take on it, man.
Yeah, maybe he was outcoached. Maybe the Pacers were just ready to beat them, or just the right team to beat the Knicks. I don't know if the depth's there for the Knicks, which I've talked about a little bit. I heard rumblings about players not wanting to play for him. I don't know if there's any truth to that. Jalen Brunson was a fan of him, and was kind of saddened when he was cut or fired. Yeah, and who was this led by? James Dolan, I guess, led this charge. But yeah, back to 50-win seasons, conference finals this year. Maybe they thought it was going to be as far as they're going to get with them, but I don't know, another year, and add a little bit more depth, and you never know, right? They could win that East.
I think every year was better than the last.
Yeah. Except for that first year. The first year, the second year, they took a hit, but he took a hit.
The last 3 years, I mean.
Yeah, he's gone up. Yeah, 100%. I did notice that. I think it might have been a little quick. Whoever was, their finger on that trigger, I guess. James Dolan, I guess.
Premature, if you will.
Yeah, I think I agree. But apparently, Jason Kidd has interest, and the Knicks have mutual interest in bringing in Kidd, so that'd be interesting. I like Kidd as a head coach, but why not?
I don't know what he brings that is different. More than Thibodeau.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Sometimes they, in pro sports, there's change.
Maybe it's a vibe thing.
Yeah, honestly, there's change for the sake of change in pro sports with coaches mainly, obviously.
I hate it.
And it's sometimes a hard world out there, man. I'm sure he's, getting bought out for whatever, and he's doing okay, and should coach again.
Okay,
but still, I think maybe a little premature. Give him another year, add a couple guys, see what we got, right? That's where I'm at with that.
Like, sorry that he's gotten better the last 3 years, like noticeably. Oh no. Anyway.
Yeah. And they make the right moves. It's been so good, I thought. And the Pacers are just that kind of team, right? Like, they can get it done. So
what were the Knicks doing 5 years ago? Nothing, I'm pretty sure.
Not much of anything, no.
So give them come on.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right.
Not disappointing, but I hear you.
Yeah. Okay. We are going to talk Stanley Cup Finals, but I want to plug our betting promotion, BetUS.
Yeah.
use the Real Fresh BetUS bonus in the link, the description below there. 125% deposit bonus 3 times. And, it supports the show. It supports your boys. But more importantly, you get 125% deposit bonus 3 times. The link is underneath. But, yeah, that's it, man. Let's move on to the Stanley Cup Finals. Panthers up 2-1, man, in these finals. Let me scroll down to my right place. All right, so the first 2 in Edmonton were split, and these were good games, man. The first one, overtime. The second one, I think, was double overtime. Game 3 went to Florida, and that's kind of where they showed you what a real championship team was. They won that one 6-1. Ugly. It was an ugly game, man. There was a lot of penalties, a lot of unnecessary fights, especially when the game was, let's say, already out of hand. Yeah. If you guys are fighting for it's 4-3 and whatever,
you need motivation,
but you're fighting because you have nothing else.
It's frustration.
Yeah, exactly. And the Panthers are giggling at you guys, trying to fight them when they're up 5 goals. Real quick before I throw it to you, I also noticed that Florida pretty much has figured out how to score on Edmonton. Maybe it's Edmonton, maybe it's Skinner, but if they either score banging the puck, basically from the crease, or it's that right to left one-timer on the blocker side, all their goals are going right to left blocker side. And I'm like, why don't you just stand there? If I see it, and I even looked it up on this NHL advanced edge type of thing, on this type of heat tracker, and they're all from that left circle.
Yeah, but you can't anticipate that in a game, right? It's a lot harder when you're in there.
What do you mean?
It is.
I'm anticipating.
Here's the thing. Has Skinner hit the wall? Possibly. And if he has, it's pretty much series over. Edmonton's got to be more disciplined than they were. That was just a sloppy game.
Oh, yeah.
And like I said before, and sorry, Edmonton fans that chimed in and shot off about our picks.
Oh, our shorts
better. Florida's so better. They're the better team. Don't mess around with
Canadians on our, and we're Canadians, but they were in our shorts saying, the Oilers are deeper. It's man, we are unbiased coverage,
We especially with this, and not that I don't want a Canadian team to win, but I'm just saying what I feel, and I feel the Florida Panthers are a better and deeper team, and more,
and more disciplined.
Oilers are doing great, but I think Florida's just better. And that's at the end of the day. Prove me wrong, right? Sorry, Canadian Oilers fans out there.
I would love to see the Cup in Canada. I mean, it's cool, but I just can't see it.
Oh, it is getting old that we haven't won. Canadian team hasn't won one since '93. But I don't think it's going to be this year, especially now after Game 3. I think Game 4 is going to be huge for Edmonton. It depends on their mindset and how they come out. But if they obviously can't get it done in Game 4 and look similar to they did in Game 3, it's a wrap, baby. It's a wrap.
I think it's a must win. That's it. It's a must.
Oh, it's not a must win, but it's a must win. Yes, I agree. Wholeheartedly.
Have to win.
Yeah, it's a definite have to win. I'm with you on that.
All right. Before we get off the Panthers, I want to talk to you a little bit. Sam Bennett, man.
He hates Sam Bennett. I love Sam Bennett.
I like Sam Bennett. He's on a roll. He plays a good, gritty style. He's got 14 goals in the postseason, which is a career high for him.
Yeah.
I've just seen a lot of, there's a lot of news, a lot of articles, a lot of social media around Sam Bennett and his upcoming free agency.
Yeah.
All right. And everywhere I'm listening, they're saying, pay the man, pay the man, pay the man. And I'm looking at his track record. He's a mid-average regular season player. His career high in the regular season is 51 points. He's never hit 30 goals in a season. So I would just be careful on the price. I love the player. I love what he's doing for Florida. But if you think you're going to give him $12 million, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll be 12, but he's going to attract
10 is too much. But I hear he's getting 10 plus.
I think he'll probably get 10 based on what he does in the playoffs. He's a guy who has a little bit of offensive upside. He'll score 50 points like he's done it a few years in a row now, I think. He might get to 60 depending on the team.
He's more mid-40s, man. He
is. And there's nothing wrong with that because he can play that physical
$10
game.
$10 million?
I know, but he can play the physical game. He is defensively responsible, and he's got a little bit of offense to him too. He is, and he's proven that he can be a player who steps it up in the playoffs, especially obviously in the past 2 years. If you're a team who's contending, who's looking to fill that void of a guy who needs something like a Sam Bennett, why not, right? Like, I can't see why not.
It's going to have to be a team with space.
Yeah, I compare him to Carter Verhaeghe in a lot of ways. I compare him to Carter Verhaeghe in a lot of ways. Carter Verhaeghe is a great player who scores like 70 points, roughly around there, which is he's better offensively, but he's kind of like the poor man Carter Verhaeghe. Is Carter doing something outside here? Spinning their wheels on the road. Lie down. No, just kidding. But yeah, no, I would want Sam Bennett if I'm a team that maybe feels they have a shot and or is a contender and has that cap space and has that need. And obviously he's going to be looked at. I can see him staying in Florida, but I don't know the salary cap situation with Florida, to be honest with you. So we'll see, but I like those type of players. I'm not necessarily always a point of game guy. My favorite guy right now in the NHL is probably Crosby, which is a different story. But and then several St. Louis Blues after that. But yeah, a lot of my St. Louis Blues guys are similar to the players that I like are similar to Sam Bennett in some ways. I'm thinking Robert Thomas off the top of my head, right? But yeah, I like Sam Bennett. It'd be interesting to see how much he gets because you know what? Everybody's getting overpaid in every sport.
I don't play fantasy hockey. You know what I mean? If I played Dynasty fantasy hockey, I would be selling high on him because it's only going down from here, I feel.
No, you seem really upset with him.
No, I love him. Give me him for, $6.5 million,
I like Sam Bennett. I'm sorry you don't.
What do you mean? I told you I like Sam Bennett. I just feel like for 50 points a season, I'm not going to pay him $10 million.
But it's what you get in the playoffs. And I think that's going to change a lot of people's minds. And I don't know if that would translate to another team in the playoffs either, but we'll see.
This is a one-off playoff because he's in his contract year. He's been in the playoffs before, and he's never done this.
Yeah, he's played well. But yeah.
Well,
I hear you.
14 goals.
No, 14 is an outlier, man. 14 is not going to be what it's going to do, even if he gets to the Stanley Cup final next year with, say, the Panthers or whoever. Probably not going to
14 goals next year.
He probably will have about 20, 21, 24, somewhere around there. Yeah, for the whole year. Yeah.
10 million?
54 points, 22 goals. My prediction.
54 points would be a career high.
He's going for
it. Okay. What else we got?
DeBoer.
DeBoer. Dallas Stars fired DeBoer. So after being eliminated in the conference finals for the third year in a row, Dallas Stars fired their head coach. This dude, for what he did for Dallas, I gotta say, man, I don't like him. He went out with a sour note, dude. He really screwed it up, in my opinion, at the end.
With Ottinger?
There's no way any player could really respect him and let him back in the locker room. And he even had the chance to cover his tracks. And when he was asked about Ottinger after the game, and he goes, well, he can't beat Ottawa, or not Ottawa. He can't beat Edmonton. He's lost 6 out of 7 to Edmonton. So, I knew he sucked. He said that.
Yeah, I know. Was
what
that
a selfish piece of shit coach that is?
That probably didn't help with him getting fired. And also, I would say, I know he's been to the conference final 3 straight years now with his team, but he, the past 2 years, I believe he should have won the conference final, and I think that's added to it too. And the auditor treatment in that game.
Not met expectations, even though they've done really well. They've kind of still not been what they're supposed to be.
They're supposed to be potentially a cup guy, right? Or a cup team. And he came close, but maybe he took it as far as he could, especially where they couldn't beat Edmonton, right? I thought they were better than Edmonton. Yeah, and he might have lost the room too. So few factors
I think
in there.
Colorado's better than Edmonton.
I think he's a great coach, though, and I think he will be coaching again pretty soon. He's probably arguably right there as one of the better coaches in the league. Not arguably, he's one of the better coaches in the league, and he'll find a new home. But a few changes will be needed, and I don't know where he's going, but we'll see.
Yeah. He's not
Stars should be good again. So I'm curious to see what the Stars do next year, just based on that they've been a 3-time conference finalist, right? So
yeah, they're gonna go backwards or forward, really.
Yeah, where are they going? Yeah, I'm curious. But he'll find a job pretty quick. He's one of the better coaches.
Yeah, he may be one of the better coaches. He is a selfish coach who is not a great leader. He will not lead anyone to success. He does not even stand up for his players. Instead of taking ownership as a coach, he throws his goalie under the bus, providing statistic proof on why he thinks his own goalie sucks.
Yeah, it's not the best. It's not the best look.
It's the worst.
But he's going to be employed somewhere pretty quick.
Yeah, true.
But I think that might have been the straw that broke the camel's back when you think about, like, I think honestly, like the Ottinger stuff was probably right here, and then he just didn't get over that. Yeah, and then that was that.
Ottinger even said he was embarrassed in the media.
Oh, I saw that, and he was, and he should have been. It wasn't a great look, especially with your superstar goalie or your star goalie. You know what I mean? Like, not a great look.
To like triple back him up under the bus, like.
He kind of did. I hear you.
He pulled him, sent him back, pulled him, threw him under the bus, and then provided stats to back the bus up. Like, Jesus.
To the media, yeah.
What a great leader. What a great leader.
He's something.
Yeah.
But we'll see. He'll be hired soon.
Yeah.
Terrible person, but he's getting hired in a minute here. Give me a second. Yeah.
Yeah, to some rebuilding team who needs a hard ass, but no real winner. Anyway, I just didn't like it.
No, I didn't like it either. I'll be honest with you, but I think he's a great coach.
Fair enough, man. Montreal Canadiens. Here's your story, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Defenseman Lane Hutson, Calder Trophy winner, top rookie in the league. And I did some research on this to kind of have a conversation with you about it. Okay, interesting stats, interesting year, 82 games.
Great player.
Okay, 60 assists.
Yeah,
6 goals.
Yeah, huge.
But so he must be like what? Like, I don't watch Canadian games all the time, but he must be a pretty good puck-moving, playmaking defenseman.
He is. You just can't find the back of the net that often. But 60 assists is you're up there, and especially among defensemen. I think he ranks second, maybe behind Makar. I don't know if that's right. Don't quote me on that for defenseman assists, right? But he's a rookie.
Still.
He plays 21, 22 minutes a game, somewhere around there. He was only -2 on the season, so he's playing big minutes on not a wonderful Canadiens team, right? A team that's stuck in the playoffs, and only finished -2, 66 points. I'm all for it. I think he deserved it. Macklin Celebrini and Dustin Wolf played well too. Those guys were right there behind him, and we'll see. The verdict's out on Wolf. We'll see. But Celebrini is going to be great. I think Hudson's going to be great going forward. 2 young guys to watch for sure. I thought Hutson really deserved it. I was kind of hoping they wouldn't give it to Celebrini, and they gave it to the right guy. So
it does make me interested to tune into a couple extra Montreal games just to see how he's moving the puck.
Man, Montreal's got great young players. I'm a big fan of their rebuild. Will I cheer for them when they get to that next level? I doubt, but I appreciate what they're doing.
I would cheer for them over Toronto. I mean, this is more of a Canadian conversation.
So funny because we're such diehard Blue Jays, but we hate the Leafs.
Well, the Red Wings for me, right?
Yeah, I know. It's just funny how much we're Raptors guys for the most part, right?
Yeah. All right. Well, that's cool.
We get so many stories. I don't know where the hell my notes are just like everywhere.
You know what? Take a minute. Take a breath. Let's try to convince everyone to buy this.
Dubby. 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 Free from sugar, fillers, jitters, and all that BS.
Bite-sized pizzas on wholesome little bagels.
Dubby. 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 Free from sugar, fillers, Dubby.
Dubby.
Did you get the little robot voice?
Yeah.
All right, hopefully you got the drink. Everyone got their Dubby.
I'm a music guy.
You what?
I'm a music guy, so I listen to a lot of music. I'm going around singing tunes that I just heard, like when I had music going in the morning in my house or whatever, just get ready for work or whatever, or in the car or work or whatever, right? Always singing something, right? But I probably sing Dubby more than any other. Honestly, it's so ridiculous. It's
good, man. It's pretty good.
It's honestly really good. That's a great job there. I can stop talking about it. I think it's awesome.
Well, it is awesome.
And Dubby's good too. Dubby actually tastes good, but the advertisement's so damn good.
It's smooth, baby. It's smooth.
Yeah, it's actually it's good shit, man. It really is. I don't know where we're going. I have 16,000 notes.
I got some NFL stuff coming up here.
Oh, okay, cool.
Do you want to know the complete opposite of the complete opposite of Dubby energy drink?
Like water? No, chocolate milk.
Aaron Rodgers to the Pittsburgh Steelers. That is complete garbage. Aaron Rodgers has signed a 1-year deal, $10 million guaranteed, up to $19.5 million on the contract. I hate everything about this. This is not the Steeler way. They let Aaron Rodgers call the shots. The Steelers are a team that demand accountability. They're a serious franchise. Now they've gone to a mid-quarterback with no ownership, no honor, and he is devaluing the history of the Pittsburgh Steelers. You have Mason Rudolph, a loyal soldier that knows the system, that's played your system in the playoffs, but you want to go with someone who doesn't think they ruined the Jets, for example. So I hate this all the way around. What do you got?
I don't hate it contract-wise. I think it's only 10.5 or 10.45 or 10 point whatever guaranteed and up to 19 point something mil. I'm okay with that. He had a decent year, actually, after all the shit he took with the Jets last year. Like, the numbers were okay. So if he can replicate that, and he's got a young, decent offensive line in front of him, I actually think it's probably better than the Jets' offensive line. So, but here's my one problem. Your number one receiver is DK Metcalf, who I almost called DJ Metcalf. I don't know if he's a true number one. I really don't. You got old Robert Woods, who's probably 30 now. You got Calvin Austin.
For another one.
Is Roman Wilson going to step up in his second year? Pat Freiermuth's a very comfortable guy as a tight end, receiving tight end, right? He's solid, but the running back situation,
he's solid, but he's not the one to plow through a guy. He'll catch it, solid, short game.
Yeah, 60, he like a career high 60 catches a season, something like that, right? But in the backfield, young Caleb Johnson, they got Jalen Warren. They're okay back there. But I'm
big on Warren this year. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited to see what he does. I just feel like it's going to be the defense that wins them games for the most part. And then down the stretch, they'll be tired possibly again. I think they won't see the field as much if Aaron Rodgers stays healthy. And that's based on Aaron Rodgers staying healthy too. Remember, 2 years ago, we lost him for the year, 4 games in. We also
there's no mobility.
No mobility now. Not as much anyway. Not at all. Anywhere near as much, right? He's 41. Mason Rudolph might find a chance eventually, but I was cheering for Mason Rudolph if they gave him that QB1 status, right? I don't know if he was the guy to do it. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is either, but you have a little more upside with Aaron Rodgers, even at 41.
Do you? How much more upside do you think? Not
yeah,
really.
I don't know. We're gonna see. I don't know. I honestly,
He's not
what I'm saying,
any sacks.
What I'm saying, if we see the Rodgers we saw last year, once he got rolling with the Jets, rolling to a point, right? That could work. But I think this is going to be the defense doing their thing again. Possibly lead them to now, I'm going to say 10-7 season with Rodgers in there, something like that. But that's
funny that you said 10-7. I just released my 32 team complete NFL season record on StadiumRant.com, and yeah, I had the Steelers 10-7. All 32 teams, StadiumRant.com. Sorry, man.
Yeah, but does he have the weapons around him? We'll find out. I actually am annoyed that Aaron Rodgers feels probably like he
owns Pittsburgh.
Won this or like owns Pittsburgh. Yeah, well, yeah, honestly. Here's my thing too. I was going to mention this before, and I never thought about it. Where Penix is going to be the guy for the Falcons. It's Kirk Cousins everything left in the tank at 36, 37.
To be honest, they're the same guy to me, so I don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter now. But I kind of forgot about Kirk Cousins and all this because we were like, what? Who are we going to get? Russell Wilson before he signed? We're thinking
Cousins will get shipped somewhere this year, I feel.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how the season goes for the Steelers. I know you're more stressed than I am about this, but you're also the Steelers fan, so
any new offense is not going to click week one. Our offense is overhauled. Not overhauled, but we have a new quarterback and a new WR1. That's overhauled enough.
Yeah.
So it's going to take them a few weeks to kind of get clicking.
Well, we got a summer.
What's going to happen when they're, slow start, so to say, and Rodgers is blaming other people? I hope
first off, he has to do that. He hasn't done that yet, but it's not in the realm of possibility because he seems to be more about himself the older he gets. He's turning like a sociopath in front of us here.
He doesn't think he did anything wrong in New Jersey.
Yeah, I think he did a few things wrong. But
we know he did.
Yeah, we'll see. I think it's still the better option than Rudolph. And
he sent that franchise back 5 years is what he did.
I was going to say F them up, but he did F them up.
Yeah.
He did. They're losing a lot of stud young players eventually, or right now they should be building towards that. I'm
interested.
Getting better, right? And I stalled that, and that was Justin Fields in there. I have no faith in Justin Fields to be better. He's
kind of a run out of the pocket, find someone like right 10 yards in front of him type thing. That's pretty much all he can do.
Yeah, I just worry about that team now with him in general. Like I don't know. I think Breece Hall is going to be rough too. Garrett Wilson, how many balls is he going to catch? I think he'll still catch a number, but
I think the Jets defense is going to be great, and they're off.
Yeah, their defense is solid. Their defense, and that sucks because that defense is really good. And I think
the offense will be better.
We won't get to see them compete, right? For like a Super Bowl with that crew, right? So not like I wanted that necessarily anyway, but all good.
All right, let's go.
Go Steelers, go.
Go Steelers, go. I love Aaron Rodgers, baby.
Well, for now.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, no.
What? Oh, Aaron Rodgers is out. Aaron Rodgers, he's throwing it down the field. It's a touchdown, baby. I hate Aaron Rodgers, man. All right, let's move on. Let's talk some Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Well, it's more about Chris Godwin. I got a Godwin here. Let me fix that. Chris Godwin.
Godwin?
Yeah. take less to stay with the Buccaneers. So reportedly turned down a multi-year deal with the Patriots that was worth an average of $30 million to stay with the Buccaneers for $8 million less. I had a couple takes on this. I guess that explains why we had Stephon Diggs on the boat with the hose. His feelings were hurt for being the second choice. He wanted to be the first choice, but he was the second choice, and he has such a little fragile ego, and he couldn't handle it.
Wait, Diggs?
Yeah.
I agree. Diggs drives me up the wall. Speaking of Aaron Rodgers and putting him under, you know how much you dislike Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
I think I dislike Diggs now as much. I used to love the guy. He was a Mike. And then he started being a prima donna and entitled. And guess what? Your career's winding down, buddy. And I thought the Patriots might cut him, to be honest with you, and they should have.
He's never been a top 5 receiver.
I don't think so. No.
In fairness to me,
no, he hasn't. No, I don't think so. He hasn't been a top 5 receiver. He's been just outside a couple of years, but
he's been,
as a Bill, he's been
on your fantasy.
Yeah. With the Bills, he's been a couple years just outside.
And the Bills, Josh Allen was feeding him some pretty good seasons there, but it was all Josh Allen feeding him the ball.
Josh Allen is a beast. But yeah, it's anyway, back to Godwin. I appreciate that for Godwin. Yeah, go.
And I was kind of thinking, oh man, good for him. He wants to win with the franchise. It seemed more like a family decision that his wife didn't want to move, which I can respect that.
Yeah, me too.
To earn $22 million and keep the wife happy, that's cool.
Yeah, 100.
But
$22 million is fine.
Buccaneers gotta love it.
Yeah,
you go ahead.
I think the Bucs. I think this could potentially. I think the Bucs coming up this year will actually be a playoff team again, partially because of the division they're in. They might win a playoff game. Who knows? We'll see.
They're going to be in the same spot. I feel like.
I think they're a little tiny bit better. Especially offensively, but Bucky Irving another year back beyond. Hey, what's up? Oh yeah, college sportscast. Yeah, quite a bold prediction there. Watch them get there now. That'd be kind of cool for you.
We have really good defense. We got some good. Go ahead.
you do have a very good defense again.
And we drafted that young guy too. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, you're good. You got a good defense for sure. Harmon, yeah. Anyway, I think Tampa Bay might take a little step, and by that I mean this year they might win a playoff game. I think they're pretty much a lock for the playoffs. But I think I think it could be a wife decision. It could be a family decision. We'll call it. I think it could be. He just likes it in Tampa Bay and likes the system, and he's familiar with Baker and that offense, and got some friends on that team, and away we go. Who knows? But I think it's cool that he stayed there. I really do.
Oh, I like it. It keeps the Buccaneers window open a little bit longer. I like that team. They're scrappy. Is it the Falcons that are in the same division?
But what so what I think the Bucs
that would be their only kind of worry.
Yeah, well that depends on Penix too, right? So
yeah. I have like a 1 or 2 game difference, but I'm just saying that would be the only even little worry.
Oh, for sure. I hear you.
I still have the Buccaneers, but give me a game and a half spread.
Who the Saints in that?
Saints are. I have the Saints 1 win on the season, I think. I can't remember who, but
Saints have 1 win. Yeah, I guess their quarterback situation sucks. Yeah. I don't even see the Falcons as a threat, really. I think it's Tampa Bay's to lose.
Oh yeah, I think it is too. Yeah. College Sportscast is a Packers fan, so let's talk a little Packers news. Let's get in.
Brad. Aaron Rodgers, for about a 10-year span there, was one of my favorite quarterbacks to watch, except when he played the Vikings. I didn't like that very much at all. And sometimes it worked out for us. Actually, we did all right. But I thought Aaron Rodgers was amazing to watch at one point, and I don't think he's still not solid. I just am not a fan of this ridiculous.
The Aints.
The Aints are exactly. I think I'm going to be the quarterback. I'm going to try out. I'm going to public workout.
The Aints is hilarious. Jeez. All right, I'm shaking the camera all night here. Let me look over.
I'm shaking. I'm actually shaking my desk.
Green Bay Packers are releasing cornerback Jaire Alexander.
Actually, this is fine. This is fine. Yeah. Sorry, go.
So my take was the Packers feel he's no longer worth the money. They couldn't find a trade really worth doing. They did draft the rookie cornerback, Micah Robinson, in the 7th round. So it seems like they're just going to let him go. And, for a business sense, I know he's been in Green Bay forever. He's played only 7 games in each of the last 2 seasons. He's an injury risk. He's not worth paying.
Yeah.
It's the business side of it. I get it. I didn't even bother looking into where he might go because at best he's going to be a depth piece. And I'm sorry to say that. He is a legendary kind of name, but that's just my take on it.
Yeah, I think when he's been healthy, he has been a pretty solid cornerback in this league. And
it's been a while.
Points really good. He is too oft injured, man. He's just too many injuries. So it was good for them. It was the right idea for the Packers to move on. I'm thinking of where he's going to go. I think it's more of a depth situation thing. I could see him going to the Eagles. That makes sense to me. I could see him as a Vike.
The Eagles did lose a couple big pieces.
Yeah. More senior guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it makes sense that he could go there as like a depth guy. And if he happened to get injured, it's not the end of the world. Vikings could use him. Who else could use him? There's several teams that could still use him, but it'd be more of a depth guy. He's not obviously every snap guy or anything like that. So we'll see. It'd be kind of curious. Maybe the Niners.
He's not even every other snap.
Some other team I was thinking of too. But something like that would make sense to me. I'd take him on the Vikes, and if he gets injured, oh well.
Yeah, I'm not that interested, to be honest.
yeah, but too injured, too bad. Because I remember shutting down JJ before, held him to one catch for like 7 yards in a game, something like that. I'm like, that's a pretty good game for Mr. Jaire. And he's done that against a few of the top receivers in the league when he's been healthy, right? So bad, but exactly. He'll find a home, probably.
He will get a contract. I'll say that.
Yeah, of some sort.
All right. That's all the NFL stuff I got. If we want to move over to the MLB before we wrap the show up, I got a couple MLB notes here.
You have a couple?
What's
a surprise me? What's a surprise?
I thought I sent you this, but we'll see. It's just a quick little shout out to Evan Longoria signing the 1-day deal with the Rays to retire, in a Rays cap. And mostly known for his time with the Rays. Had a career since 2008. Okay, I looked it up, man. Can I just say, I thought he had better stats than what he did.
I'm actually the opposite. I thought. Wait, you think he had better stats than what you thought? Is that what you just said?
No, I expected them to. I expected them to be better than what they were.
Oh, I actually, when I looked at them, I thought they were better than what I had envisioned they would be. He averaged like 90-some RBIs when he was with the Rays for like 10 years, right? So that's solid. I thought he had. One thing I noticed, I knew he had several Gold Gloves. He had like 3. I thought he had like 10.
Oh, good career.
Yeah, very good career. Very good career. He killed the Blue Jays for years.
I know you only say that.
Yeah, he just destroyed the Blue Jays but I thought he had more Gold Gloves when I looked it up. He had 3. 3 or 4, but I think 3. I thought he had like 10. Because I was thinking of who's the third baseman that was stealing the Gold Gloves from him. Now, Arenado was in the National League.
Oh, man, don't make me think. I got these eyes on me.
Yeah, I don't know. But that kind of surprised me. But I thought the batting numbers were a little better than I thought they were. I know he tailed off towards the end of his career when he kept moving from team to team, right? But
it was like 3 4 years there where he was hitting about 280, but after that he was like a 230 guy.
There's a little bit of that, but there's always the pop and the glove. So
solid player, awesome career.
Not a Hall of Famer. Not a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, that's because when I hear the name and before I looked it up, I'd be like, oh yeah, definitely, man, what a career. But you look him up, it's like I don't know.
No, he's not a Hall of Famer. He'll get on the ballot, but he won't get in. Because he had 342 home runs. He was a great third baseman defensively. 342, I think. I looked that up. I think that's what it was. Don't quote me on that. Probably 1,000 RBIs. Close. How many RBIs do you have in his career? 1,000?
I mean, I can look it up.
Yeah, like honestly, very, very, very good career, but not a Hall of Famer. But good for him for signing with the Rays. I think that was the right call in the Rays.
Oh, yeah. Career stats, man. He's a career 264 hitter.
That's all right.
1,159 RBIs. That's pretty good. 3 Gold Gloves. Rookie of the Year, Silver Slugger.
Good career.
Awesome. He's probably going to be recognized by the Rays at some point in time.
Oh, yeah. He'll be a Rays Hall of Famer.
Yeah. Whatever they do.
Yeah.
I don't even think they have a stadium right now.
Somewhere. Yeah. But good on him. Good career.
Dude, I see the Rays are just covering up someone else's logos with their own posters for their home games.
No. Is that a story?
Well, they're not playing in their home stadium.
Wait, you just see that now or what?
No, it was like a week or two ago at least. I saw like the Rays aren't playing in their home stadium. They're playing in some other team's like spring training stadium, not even their own. Yeah. And they're just like slapping their own like memorabilia over there. Oh, I don't know. It's such a joke of a situation.
It makes sense too. It's a cheaper option, I guess. It's too bad. Build them a stadium. They need some fans.
That white roof and the ball would get lost in it all the time.
I would love to go to a game there, but I can't imagine that being your home field. Like, especially as an outfielder. Like,
maybe because we're both AL East guys, but the amount of balls I've seen hit that walkway up there.
Yeah, I know. Like, okay, raise the walkway or get rid of the walkway. I don't know what you're gonna do. But
and then they would have to go look up the rules specific to the stadium, and it would always take a minute. And oh my god,
there's a ground rule double or an automatic out or something like that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, from hitting the ceiling. Oh my god.
What was your last baseball story? I'm curious.
My last baseball story is Arizona Diamondbacks starting pitcher.
I didn't write that down.
Well, it is a big story. Corbin Burns scheduled for Tommy John surgery. I want to cushion the blow for D-back fans, okay? I want to cushion the blow. I know they're pretty good team, not too bad this year. There's no way they're going to pass the Dodgers, Giants, or Padres in that like powerhouse NL West. Let him go rest up. Let your team be a little shittier. Get maybe a couple picks better, and let him heal up because you're not doing anything this year anyway. Sorry, D-backs fans. So just let him be better.
I think with Burns in there, they are a World Series threat. But they still have Gal. They still have
They're
Gal.
not even a threat to win their own division.
They have Fat. They have some decent pitching. And their offense is awesome. I love their offense. So I think they'll still make the playoffs. But
they're the fourth best team in their division.
Yeah, no, they should be better. I think they have a chance to make the playoffs, I should say. But I think they are a threat with Corbin Burns to win. I know it's not working out, but I think Corbin Burns with Zach Allen, Fat, who else is there? Who else? I wrote down some names somewhere. Merrill Kelly, like all these guys are decent pitchers. They're solid pitchers, actually. And that offense, I love that offense. I think they are a better team than on paper than
I think they're really good.
They are right now, and it really sucks to lose Burns. Yeah,
I think if you put
to
them
lose Burns
in a
though,
different division,
is Burns kills their season with no Burns. Any chance they had, right? So
they're a good team, scrappy team, but
yeah.
Even not looking at the records, I would still say just looking at the rosters, they're the fourth best team in that division. I just think if you put them in a different division,
it's heavy. Yeah.
They might be the best team in the AL
Yeah.
East, for God's sakes. You know what I mean? Maybe not the Yankees, but, you know, they would certainly not be fourth.
I got to rephrase that.
Any other
I
division.
thought coming in, so the National League, the Dodgers were my number one to get to the World Series. I think the D-backs were my number two going into the season. This is what I should be saying. But,
over the Padres?
I think that that's obviously now where we're at. Totally right. Yeah, I like the D-backs team more than the Padres.
I mean, the Padres
but
are
not
kind of
now.
Not what I thought they would be, but preseason. Damn, son.
Yeah, the Padres. They're an anomaly. I don't know what to make of that team. I really don't. I don't know what to expect from them. I guess, right? But
those names should be doing more than what they're doing.
They're kind of fun to watch. Right?
They can.
Yeah,
be,
it's.
they had a cold slump there for a while.
What's amazing is that
they're coming around.
What's amazing is the amount of pitchers the Dodgers have on the IL, and they're still doing well, right? I'm like, this is insane. But it's just weird. It's not what I expected. It's not what I expected in the National League for sure. It is a little unfair without the salary cap stuff, right? But it sucks because I like Corbin Burns. I think he's a great pitcher, and it takes away a year of his career.
Their team is like if you're playing the video game and you put it on easy mode and you're just trading all the best players to your team.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. But shitty loss. Corbin Burns is solid, and I had him on one of my fantasy teams, so I'm really disappointed about that too.
Damn. Well, I'm sorry for your loss.
No, it's okay.
That is all I had for the episode, though. We had a lot of different news. Did I miss anything before we get out of here?
I don't think we missed anything. We had 43 subjects. So,
wait,
I do have something to mention.
What?
I do want to mention this for you. You ready?
I'm ready.
Washington Capital, TJ Oshie, former St. Louis Blue, retired. I didn't think you. Sorry, I didn't think you'd cut TJ Oshie completely.
I was just sending it to you because I noticed it. Yeah.
I was okay with it when I thought about it.
Anyone who notices this, comment below. What's a bigger story, the Rookie of the Year or TJ Oshie retiring? Let me know.
Honestly, let us know. Yeah, what do you think? I still think Wayne Hutson.
All right. Well, that's the Fresh Take Sports Podcast. You know, we're live every Tuesday on YouTube. That's the Real Fresh channel. On Facebook, College Sportscast. Go over to College Sportscast Facebook right now. They are starting right after we're done. They are here tonight. Check it out. But if not, peace, man.
Hey, man, peace.
And it will continue to be pushed around.
Who I think the three best offensive linemen.
Are we talking head coach? Are we talking GM?
Big shout out to homeboy JT Tracy.
They haven't beat anybody good.
We don't buy jerseys anymore
I'm Green Bay, so I hate both of them.
That's to really make